Get some viewers.
Nice.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Julia Show. We're featuring Danny today.
Hi. I feel
What
like
up?
what's up? I feel like it's every week at this point.
Yeah,
But
I think Danny's an official chair member of the show now.
I'm honored.
Now we're making sure we've got the mics on, people.
Yes, this time we do. I mean,
oh my god,
it happens. It happens. Don't worry.
I'm gonna be fired from my own show because I forgot to turn the mics on twice.
Yeah, it happens. It
Twice.
happens. You're not the only one that's done that. Just know that. I mean, I've done it before. I literally did it.
Right.
Yeah, I did it. It was the hour-and-a-half long show where
exactly.
just no audio. But yeah, I mean, how was your Easter?
You know, Easter was great. It was very warm. Not to brag. It was warm here too, though. Right?
It was pretty warm.
So I was in Florida for Easter. If you guys don't know, I love Florida. Love it there. I went there with my family. And we pretty much it was chill. Like, my parents are buying a house down there. So they were just doing house stuff, looking for furniture. And my brother and I just, like, chilled by the pool all day. You know, like, what else?
It's perfect.
Just, like, living life. You know what I mean? Trying to get a good tan to come back. Yeah, so you look good for summer. Whatever.
Gotta get those summer spray tans going. I mean, I don't tan. I burn. So, I'm one of those people. So I'll get the summer sunburns ready. But
okay, but I'd rather be sunburned than pale, for sure.
Nah, it hurts. It hurts.
Okay, that is true. But yeah, we chilled by the pool, and then we went over and did the admitted students tour for U Miami, which was amazing. It's like we walked around the campus, and it's just all greenery, and it's like you're in a jungle sometimes. There's like so many different plants. Like, there has to be over like 500 different types of plants there. It's crazy. And the wildlife too. They have their own lake on campus, and fish are jumping out of the water. There's turtles. Like, it's crazy. And there's like what is that? Oh, like lizards running around.
Do you just see that? That's just an average everyday. That's fun.
Yeah, it's so fun. So if you guys don't know on the show, yes, I'm announcing this now, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you allowed to do this
so now? Casually? Yes, I'm officially announcing that I am transferring to U Miami. Woo!
Congratulations!
The celebration button. Yeah. Do we have that for like iCarly?
I wish we did. This is just for the strip lights, but I don't. I wish I had that.
But yes, I casually added in there that I went on an admitted students tour to Miami. So yes, we are accepted, and we are in, and we're going.
Congratulations!
I'm so excited. Thank you.
You're gonna have a lot of fun down there. It'll be fun.
Oh, for sure. Yes. For sure. So basically, walk around the campus. They've got their own lake, their own pool and stuff, beach court. People like tanning between classes. It's great. And probably the difference like that I noticed the most between there and not just here, like any New England school, is just everybody is outside enjoying themselves. Like, they have a whole like 3 different sections on campus just for kids to be social. Like, nothing academic, just like food and social spaces for kids. And it's crazy because we were there on a Monday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., nothing really going on, and it was packed outside all day. They have their own bar on campus where...
What?
Yeah.
That's allowed?
Yeah. Well, they know how old you are, so
okay.
You can't bring in like, this is my fake. Like,
I was gonna say, like, if they're just taking anybody.
No, they have. It's pretty much like a bar. It's like a bar. It's outdoor, and they put on like the football game during season. It's called the Rathskeller. It's like really cool. They're playing music. People study there. You get like bar food, and it's just super cool. And then people hang out at the pool. They hang out at the tables and chairs with the umbrellas outside. It's awesome. There's so much to see on campus, so much to do. It was almost like overwhelming at first because I'm just not used to that being here. Like, the one strip that we walk on every day.
Yes, it's looks very nice, by the way. Those the people do what they have to do, but like it repetitive. It just like
it's so repetitive. And I thought at first when I visited here that like a small school was gonna be good for me, just because like I always get lost. You know, if I'm late for class, it's literally a 5-minute walk. But now it's gotten old. And I
Yeah.
feel like you grow out of it after a while.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I thought I picked here because like I wanted a smaller school because like the way I viewed bigger school was I think I said I was not a good student in high school. I think I said that on the show. So like the way I looked at it was like, oh, I kind of want these professors to like help me if I'm struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like if I went to like a U Miami or like a U Alabama, University of Alabama, or like I could even get into those schools anyway. There's no way I could have. But if I were to get into one of those bigger schools, I'd just be like a number there.
Okay.
So I decided like a smaller school would be better for me because like they'll recognize me because they see me because there's not many people that go there. But also at the same time, like yeah, it's I want to experience other things. Like there's only so many times I can walk to the high school lake and back and just experience something different. But
you walk to the high school lake in your free time?
I take nature junior because of quarantine. Nature walks have become like a big like thing that I do.
You know, I used to do the same thing. Like actually, more in the fall when the weather was warmer, and then I kind of gave up on it. I used to walk to the high school lake.
The high school lake. There's the Beachmont Lake too down there. Like where I don't have any sense somewhere around, but it's like down Beachmont Ave. You go down there. There's a nice little lake that they have.
Oh, sick!
Yeah, so if you ever want to go on a walk, those are two good spots.
Down. Danny and I are gonna go live next time we're going on a walk.
Yes.
Oh, we're getting comments.
We have comments.
Oh, it's Kevin.
Kevin, what's up, dude?
Oh, he said happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, Kevin.
Oh, God. Anyway. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was just with Kevin. Yeah. No hate. I'm kidding. We love Kevin.
Kevin is awesome.
Danny loves Kevin.
We all love Kevin. Everyone.
Yeah.
I have the heart. I don't know if they can see it, but I got like a heart.
Just Danny. Kevin's actually mean.
Wow. Wow.
Kevin's actually secretly mean. So.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's probably seeing this right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the topic. Agree with you. I thought that I was just going to be a number when I was applying in high school. Like, oh, I'm not going to apply to these big schools. Like, I'm going to get lost. You're just going to be a number. It's going to be hard to navigate through your classes and stuff. But now I'm here and it's like, wow, I feel like I'm in high school part 2. And not just because like the classes have like 20 or less kids in them, but it's just the campus is so small and it's literally one road. If you guys don't go to the school, this campus is literally one road with buildings on it like that. Like my neighborhood is probably bigger. This is probably as big as like my high school, honestly. So coming in, I was like, oh, this is great. I'm not going to get lost. I'll see the same people all the time. I'll feel a sense of community. It'll be great. But then you start to get that, like, I get that high school feeling where it's like, oh, I just want to get out. Like, I just want to be more free. Like, as much as I like passing by Danny and being able to say hi, sometimes I just wish I went somewhere where like I could just walk by someone and like never see them again. Not about you. Just like in general. Like that's going somewhere bigger, seeing new faces. That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's
seeing new faces all the time. It's refreshing.
It is. And like I feel like I kind of wanted to keep it like that. And then I got to, I guess, junior and senior year. I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I already got my group of friends. So like I don't really need to I'm good. I don't need to see the same people all the time that aren't in my friend group. And there's people that I am cool with and I'm always happy to see. Like if I saw you, like we saw each other today and that was great.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Exactly.
And but like there's other people that like I would never say hi to, but like I've seen their face so many times.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I became semi-friends with someone actually. Like we never hang out, but like if we eventually just like passed each other so much that like one day we both just started giving like a head nod, like what's up?
Yeah.
And then eventually that just turns to like a hey, how you doing? And then we just keep going.
Those are the best though.
It's
because
awesome.
At first they're like so awkward, and then you just accept the fact that you're just gonna keep running into that person.
Yeah, that's the part that I like. But there's people that don't do that back and just like, oh, I don't want to see you anymore. Like, get out of here. Like, oh, coward. You'd want to say hi.
Coward.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if coward is the right word for that, but
but yeah. So actually, the funny thing about Miami is that people actually think it's this huge school. It only has 11,000 undergrad, and it has 17,000 total with grad students.
Is it like how much bigger is the campus?
Oh, well, it's definitely a lot bigger, but it's not. I don't think it would be as big as like Alabama. And
Okay.
it's kind of like a campus where at first it feels really big because there's so much to look at, so many new like paths that you can take to the same building and stuff. But then once you get the hang of it, it just like feels not small, but just like easy to get around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's pretty well organized. Like it's basically like a giant oval and it surrounds this one lake. So it's a lake and then everything just builds off of it. And at the top of it is athletics and the gym and everything. And then it goes student social sections and then it goes academic buildings. So it's really easy to like
So like
know
the
where you
would the
are.
dorms be like in the middle then?
Yeah, the
Okay.
dorms are where the student like social section is.
Okay.
Because the specific dorms that I'm thinking of for sophomores surround this beach court. So they get like a view of like the little beach court and kind of the lake. Freshman dorms are kind of scattered just around campus because they're trying to renovate those since they're from like the 60s. So they're breaking down
they're still up.
buildings. Yeah.
Well, actually, these buildings are still like Rice still exists.
Right.
But-
Well, my cousin goes to U Miami, and actually the worst thing about the school is probably housing because your freshman year you have to live on campus, but they actually don't have enough housing for all the freshmen that got in, so they had to put some of them in like the Marriott. So that's a little weird. And then the actual housing, the dorms, are almost worse than like Loftus.
Jeez.
They're kind of like they're like prison cells, like they're kind of like Rice a little
Jeez.
bit. So because they're from the 60s and they're old, so they're actually like completely breaking them down and just building new ones.
Well, that's at least they recognize the flaw.
Right.
So that's good. Do you know where you're living yet, or
Yeah. So
you're not in the Marriott, right? You didn't.
No.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't even get on campus housing. Like even my cousin who's been enrolled there didn't get on campus because there's just so many kids and not enough housing. But off campus is really popular for kids to do like sophomore year. So there's like an off campus apartment that's basically student living like right across from the school.
Perfect.
So it's like it's perfect. I have to cross the street to go to school here anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
For on campus.
Yeah.
That like that's not on campus.
I mean, everywhere is on. I mean, apparently North isn't on campus.
Right.
Like Hales, like the only buildings that are on campus that people live in are East and Rice.
Exactly. So I'm used to being off campus anyway, but I'm pretty much just gonna get a bike, ride my bike to campus, and hang out campus all day,
Perfect.
and then go back to my apartment.
I was
I'm set.
gonna say you should get one of those electric scooters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should get one
Well,
of those.
actually, I brought it up to my parents. They're not letting me.
Ah.
I know, because they're like, you're literally gonna die.
Can I throw a sales pitch?
Yes.
So let's say that like bikes aren't really the safest thing. You know, people take bikes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people could also take a scooter, but the scooter, if you're taking a scooter to school every day, then you're gonna save energy because you're not like pedaling. Like the bike
Mhm.
pedaling, that's gonna take energy out of you and thus make it a little harder to learn because you're gonna be tired.
True.
No one can learn when they're tired.
Especially
So-
if you have an exam that you're trying to get to.
Exactly. And let's say you're in a rush, like, oh snap, I'm gonna be late. I can't pedal that fast, but this scooter thing goes like 20 miles an hour. I think I can get there faster. So I can if I'm running a little late. There, so that's my sales pitch.
So mom, if you're watching right
Get
now,
a scooter.
yeah, I like honestly, or like, can't you just get the app? And sometimes they're like laying on the street.
Yeah,
like that's
I love that.
fine.
I mean, that's one thing I will give this place. Like just riding around in those things. Like I have like $5 left to spend on this
Oh really?
because they don't have them back in Ramsey. So I gotta
Oh.
start spending them. I gotta
Yeah.
start spend. I gotta just go for a joyride or something soon.
How much are they for like one ride?
So I think it's $1 to start it, and then I think it's like 33 cents a minute. So I can go like I got a while. I could just go for like an hour joyride or so.
True.
Actually, wait. 33, 66. So it's 3 minutes. So I can go 3 minutes for $1. 6. No, I get like 20 minutes basically. 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Not bad.
yeah, not bad at all. I just don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I have 15 minutes to use it. So or not 50. You know what I mean?
Maybe just like maybe go to Bronxville. It's pretty nice there.
Where's Bronxville?
Bronxville is like 15 minutes away. It's not the Bronx. Don't get it mixed up. Bronxville has like a bunch of nice shops, nice restaurants. I'll send you info after
All
this.
right. So where, like, could I get there scooter, or is it like, do I have to go on like a highway or something?
I don't think you have to go on a highway.
Okay.
And it is like 12 minutes away on car. So maybe it's the same.
I mean, maybe. I mean, that could get me. I don't know. That's gonna be tough. I mean, I have.
But then you'd have to get back, so probably not worth it.
I mean, I have a car anyway, so like I can like if I'll have to give it a look. So I don't.
Oh, you have a car on campus. Okay, lucky you.
I mean, it's nothing special. It's like a 2000. It's like they don't even make the car anymore. Like the brand went out of business.
Oh.
So it's like kind of a yikes, but I like it. It gets from A to B.
Well, okay. Here's my pitch. This is completely different.
Yes.
Okay, so Danny probably agrees with me, but this is the thing. It's not even just Miami. It's like any school down south just does not compare to the schools in New England. I'm not talking about Ivy League schools, to be clear, but like the schools in New England, if you go to the school in the winter, it's completely dead. Like there's nobody out on campus. Everybody's miserable. Everyone's cold. Yeah. But when you're like down south, those days where it just happens to be 65 and sunny here and everyone's outside, that's down south every single day. You know what I mean?
And I mean, I will say though, when it does snow here, people get out. Snow is fun. You're not gonna get actually snow in Florida. That could be detrimental. You can get like a quarter inch of snow.
Well, North Florida, it could snow.
Okay, but you're in Miami, so that's
right. So I don't experience that at all.
Yeah.
The only con though about the weather there is that in August, September, October, maybe a little bit of November, it is extremely hot, like sweltering heat. It is so bad that my cousin was saying like he'd take a shower and walk 10 minutes to class. By the time he got there, he'd have sweat stains everywhere, dripping, because it's like 90s
and it's humid too,
and humid and just hot sun, like UV index 9, 90s heat, humidity 100%.
You're gonna walk around with like sunscreen the whole time.
Okay.
If you can hear this is not us. We can't control this. Okay.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. Hopefully everyone's okay. But
maybe they're just joking.
Yeah, they better be. You're like.
Anyways.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Anyways, no worries. Yeah. So that's pretty much my pitch. I'm not talking about Ivy League schools though, but I'm just saying like if you have the opportunity to go to school down south, take it. You won't regret it. When I visited Miami on Monday, I felt so at home and just peaceful there. Like when my parents were like, all right, we're going to go. I was like, all right, bye. Like I felt like I was saying goodbye to them and they were just going to leave me there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. For those that couldn't hear, there was just a very interesting altercation.
Yeah.
Like right here. Like right out there.
Yeah, like right behind Danny.
So like, I mean, I really hope they picked up on that. That'd be really funny.
Yeah, that would be funny.
But I have heard a bunch of Southern school endorsements, and it kind of makes sense. I get one of my best friends. Shout out to Jack Schlemp. He goes to University of Tampa.
Shout out
to Jack Schlemp.
Tampa. My friend goes there too.
Tampa, it's fun. Tampa's a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And he always like it envies me that it's like December and I'm like in this winter coat, like a wool hat, just like scurrying along the class.
Yeah.
And he's just like tank top shorts. I'm just like, dude, come on.
Exactly. Like that's the best. Like if I could describe like just schools down south in one word, or like Florida schools, just Miami, like one word would be free. Like it's like you feel so free there. Like everybody was wearing their own stuff. Like people were wearing bathing suit tops on campus, walking around campus in a bathing suit. Like I was like,
they're probably going to the beach after that.
Wow. I was like, this is crazy. Like if I wore a bathing suit to Iona, I'd get expelled. I literally get crucified. It's a Catholic school.
Come on, you gotta give. Yeah, it's like I don't think they'd be too happy with that.
No.
But how close is the University of Miami to like South Beach, like the beach, like the beach part? Like, is that close?
So also a common misconception of Miami is that it's in Miami, but it's actually right outside Miami. It's in Coral Gables, and it's in a very like wealthy old person neighborhood.
Okay.
So it's very quiet, safe, right down the road from a country club. And when you leave the neighborhood, there's like really busy streets and stuff because Coral Gables is a pretty nice like city/town itself. And there's a bunch of like shops and things to do there. But going to South Beach or downtown Miami, I think South Beach, it would take 30 minutes with traffic. So not too bad.
Okay.
And then just downtown Miami is like 15 minutes.
Okay. So like I was gonna say, like if you're like with your friends, like, hey, beach day, like on the spot, you can like they'd be like, yeah, let's do it. And then
Yeah. I think you have to have a lot of friends to be able to go because the Ubers are like $60.
Well, yeah, because it's like 30 minutes. So I mean,
right.
You could get like an Uber XL though, 5 people.
True.
Split that up, and then I feel like you can get down there. You should. I hope you take advantage of that.
I definitely will. Oh, I love the beach.
Yeah,
you know, I'm
great.
gonna be there like once a week.
Perfect. You better be.
Yeah.
You know what's weird though too? I feel like in Florida, like when I went to Disney World as a kid and like during like Christmas time, because we wanted to see the Christmas celebration and stuff, and it was like 80 degrees down there. So like we, being from New Jersey, went in the pool and like we were getting like just crazy looks. So like
really?
Well, yeah, because like everyone's Floridian down there. It's winter time. Everyone's like, oh, why we go in the pool? It's winter.
Oh.
So like we were getting like hardcore judged apparently
what?
for going in the. They're just like, oh, they're from North. That's what they guessed. But
wow.
So
that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, do you know if like I guess you'll find out if people. I'm sure.
I guess I will.
Yeah,
I mean, I did see when I went 2 days ago. It's April, but everybody's tanning by the pool pretty much.
All right, so maybe it was just that specific resort.
Maybe it's just Orlando.
Maybe it is. Yeah. Weird. Yeah, I guess Orlando is farther north.
Because like when they figure people go on vacation during Christmas time.
Yeah, like especially during Christmas. You know, I don't want to be in New Jersey during the middle of winter. Like,
maybe they're just bitter.
Yeah, they're jealous. Like, I don't know. Get in the pool. I don't like you. It's not like you can't get in.
Right. Like what?
Come on now.
But anyway, I mean this whole segment was supposed to be how to survive college. So we're gonna get to that. But first we're gonna start with a crazy story, apparently, in North today.
Oh yeah, so I
this is how to not survive college.
This is not how to survive college. So I just so my internship ended at 4. I'll give the whole like I guess like past a couple hours. So my internship ends at 4. I intern at WVOX radio station down the road.
Okay.
My internship ended at 4, but yesterday we one of my roommates, shout out to Kyle because he got him for the room. He got like this big like jar, like this big plastic like bucket of like peanut butter filled pretzels, and I spilled it yesterday.
Oh.
I like opened the thing and then like I like put it on like a corner and then like I frantically panic and just spill it. And I felt bad, so I told him I'll buy him a new one like 10 times, and he said, "Shut up" to me because that's how he is. I love you, Kyle. So at 4 I went right to I went to go get it and I got it, and I came back. Threw my backpack, was walking over. That's why I was dressed the way I was dressed. Mm-hmm. And we saw each other. Like, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? See you at 8. See you at 8.
Yep.
Keep it going. And I get to North. I put my backpack down. I take the peanut butter pretzels out, put them back on the desk. So they're there. He got a new one. We're all good.
Okay.
And I put my backpack down. I have some homework to do. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll catch up on some homework. I got some time to kill. So I take out my laptop. Literally seconds after I open my laptop, type my password, fire alarm goes off.
Oh my god.
And it's only the 3rd floor.
Yeah. Only the 3rd
floor. Only the 3rd floor. And
that makes no sense.
Exactly. I don't know what happened. Like I just like walked out. So I hear the fire like, oh, here we go again. So I get my stuff and like I get changed and like I walk outside. Or I walk outside my room and I realize like there's nothing going on in the hallway. So I'm like, is it just my room? So I walk downstairs. I keep walking out, and then like I see someone else. Like, oh, is it just your room? Like, he's just like, no, it's in like a couple rooms. But it turns out it was only our floor.
That's so weird.
I know. But the thing is, like 2 weeks ago, they were having the same problem, but on the 6th floor.
Oh.
So
I feel like the fire alarm is always going off.
at North, yes, at least once a week. At least
once a week?
At least once a week, and that's kind of being generous.
I was gonna guess once a month. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we had a record of 4 in one day.
What?
I was only there for 2 of them.
Oh my gosh! Update the school.
That's the most updated building.
I mean, yeah, but the elevators are broken.
Well,
right?
One of them's broken. The other one breaks every once in a while.
It's been broken like all year.
Yeah, one of them is completely broken, and they actually had people in there trying to fix it today. And the other one works, but it like shuts down every once in a while.
Oh my god.
And like
even Loftus is better running.
Yeah, Loftus. Honestly, Loftus didn't fold during the storm.
True.
Yeah, like the only building that completely collapsed on itself was the newest building, which is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of says a lot about the architecture.
Yeah, the architecture. You guys got to get it together,
right?
But yeah, that is my that's what I've been through. I just walked outside. And I just gave up on it, and I went to the high school lake. I took a lap.
Oh, cool.
And I went back. Yeah, so I went back, and then I just kind of said I don't want to do homework. I just took a nap. Yeah. Woke up, realized it was like 7:45. Ripped the shower, and just got here. like that's why I was almost late today.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well, there you guys go. That's why we started the show late.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in Starbucks eating a cookie, so that's why I was late.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather be doing that. At least you were in the building.
Right. True.
But that is my story. I don't know if it lived up to expectations, but
well, that's an example of how to not survive.
Yeah.
How to not survive college. Here's what I was gonna say. I would say I have a couple takeaways of my freshman year of school. Also, going to a school where I ended up wanting to transfer. So, if anyone out there wants to transfer, just ask me. I have to be the best person to ask because I was so lost at first, and then it just ended up being so easy, like the whole process and everything. You'd be surprised, like the applications to transfer are much shorter than they were in high school, except for the one for UMiami. But others, it was like you literally put your birthday, your social security number, and like people in your family, and that was it.
They didn't even look at your GPA or anything?
They did. Like, you send your transcripts.
Okay.
But they didn't have you, like, fill out your extracurriculars and stuff. Like, it was crazy. It was like, oh, wow, this is easy. So, anyway, here's some takeaways, okay? If you're having trouble making friends, which, okay, everybody goes through it. It's not embarrassing. It's not embarrassing at all to be on your own, actually. It's kind of fun. But some takeaways would be, find a place that you enjoy being around where there's lots of people that congregate in that area and just be there all the time, whether that's like studying or like just listening to music, eating there, going on your phone, whatever. I mean, look open to conversation. Don't just like have your head in your phone, but just be there all the time and see who you run into constantly. Trust me on this. This is what works for me. Like, I swear, I was so, like, I felt so lonely all the time in the beginning of the year, and just going through the whole year, I felt like I didn't have anybody, like, super close to me, and I just started going to Starbucks on my own, just going there to study, doing homework, always being there, just all the time, and I didn't even realize what I was doing at the time, but then I started becoming friends with the people that worked there, because they saw me all the time, and then they learned my name, and every time I walked in, I'd be like, Julia, and I never knew their name, so I was like, oh, hey, and then I learned their names, and then we just started talking all the time, and every time I would be like, oh, I want to go to Starbucks, because, like, these people want to see me today, and we would just keep talking, keep getting to know each other, and then eventually, you make plans with those people, and you hang out, and maybe you have something in common, and you become friends. Boom. And obviously it takes time, but you have to be patient because that's what college is all about. It's like finding your way, navigating, being patient. But I would say that's the best tip I could give to anybody, big school or small school. Just be in one place for a while and see who you run into all the time. And then even if you think it's awkward, ask them like, "Hey, like I've seen you so much here. Like, what's your name?" Like it's not even weird at all because everybody's trying to make friends in college, especially in the beginning. So that's my take. I would say no one ever told me that tip, and I feel like it's such a unique thing because it's such a broad question. Oh, how do I make friends? Well, be yourself. But this is like a tip on actually how to find the friends that you want to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I wish I had that advice during my freshman year. My freshman year went a little different. But yeah, that makes sense too, because like you're there all the time, you're gonna be running into the familiar face thing. And eventually it's not like you, and the thing is too, the mental battle that you have to go through. I don't know if you went through that or not. The mental battle you have to go through to actually like build up the confidence to like actually like reach out to someone new. It's a lot. And I guess like it helps going to a familiar spot, seeing these people all the time, whether you talk to them or not, just seeing them a lot and eventually just starting a conversation.
Exactly. That's a really good point because I didn't even touch on if you're an introvert or not. And this is perfect for anybody that's outgoing or shy or what, because you're doing this on your own pace. So you don't have to feel pressured to go there for the first time and feel like you need to introduce yourself to the whole Starbucks shop. You go there, you sit, one of the tables every time you go, and you do something that you enjoy or something that you need to get done. And once you build up the courage after a while, after seeing those same people, then you can reach out once you feel comfortable and you're like, "Hey, what's up? Like I've seen you." Or sometimes they do that to you and you don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is show up. And I didn't even think of becoming friends with like Casey. All right, Kevin. Yes, I'm your friend. Casey, Kevin, Mizba, Najee, Steph, like all of them there. We went to see the Batman movie.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Yeah. Can you believe that? Like, who would have thought just going to Starbucks every day to study, I would be friends with the people that work there? Like, they don't even go to Iona.
Yeah, they don't?
No. Isn't that crazy?
Where do they go?
Well, I mean, Casey did for a little bit, but I think they're doing their own thing. They're just working or they're doing like online school or community school or something. I totally forget.
That's awesome. Good for them.
But yeah, so that's my pro tip. That's just one way to make friends. There's so many other ways. Like obviously getting involved. Like everyone says, "Oh, get involved, clubs, blah blah blah." But it's true. Like me and Danny are out here. We're friends.
Yeah.
And if
we would have never met if it wasn't for this club.
Exactly. If I never joined the radio show, like I wouldn't have Danny as my friend.
Yeah,
right. I would have seen you on the street today. I wouldn't have complimented your outfit.
Yeah,
because that would have been weird. If I just said to a random guy, "I like your outfit."
Yeah, it would have been like, "Oh, it's just
thanks." Some
like,
random girl. But yeah, so that's my pro tip. And if you're just joining now and you missed it, it's fine. This will be uploaded tomorrow. Go back and watch because actually that was some good advice. I don't usually give good advice, but that was good.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You give good advice. But
thanks.
No problem.
See, Danny hypes me up too much now. but yes, that's one tip. I would say one way to make friends is that joining clubs, number 2, and also just stepping outside of your comfort zone.
I'd say that's the hardest one too. You have to like force yourself to like do all these things and stuff like that.
Right.
Like going to like my freshman year, they had like this ice cream like social thing like for everyone technically, but like it was mainly for freshmen. And like I got lucky because my roommate, who's one of my best friends now, like we were sitting there for 5 minutes just like hanging out. I was like kind of just like I just finished crying because like I was moving out of the house for the first time.
Oh yeah.
So I was just like, oh well, that's that. And we sat there for like 2 minutes, and he like looked at me, he goes, "You want to meet some people?" I was just like, "What?" And he goes, "Let's go meet some kids." And we went over, knocked on the door, met 2 of my best friends right there.
Oh,
And it was
That's
just it was
awesome.
easy. It was just very like he basically did all the hard stuff for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then like from there, like we built a group of friends because the one positive about Rice is that I don't know if I said this before.
Oh, you stayed in Rice?
I lived in Rice freshman year, yeah.
Oh, I
So,
did not know that.
it was a gift and a
Wow.
curse. It was a gift because I met all my friends there. It was a curse
Mhm.
because like I missed out on everything. But it was a
Oh.
gift because we were all so lazy. Kevin, what's up, dude?
Oh my god, it's oh my
But yeah,
Anyway.
we were we were all so lazy to walk to Loftus and like meet people there
Mhm.
that we just all just hung out in like there's like a lounge like on the ground floor. They had like a TV in there, there was a ping pong table, the whole thing. And like I would like go down there or whatever. And or one of my friends, like we went down there, they just hang out. And like we'd
Mhm.
watch like football or whatever, and then eventually more people started coming and going and going.
Mhm.
And then we became friends over screaming over each other over football. And it's the beauty of sports, but
You make friends in the most unexpected
yeah,
ways.
exactly. Like I didn't know we'd become good friends after this.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm happy we did. I'm happy we've become good friends now.
I didn't even think you'd be on my show.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Honestly,
because I remember
I
you
was
like
I didn't even know. Like I just thought that you were just doing the sound the whole time, and like I didn't even know you had your own show.
not well. I have yeah. I mean, I got two of them. I guess yeah, two of them now. But what's it called? What was I gonna say? I lost track. But yeah, like it's weird, like cause like you go in like thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and the first thing curveball thrown at you, and then it ends up working out anyway.
Totally.
And it's
exactly.
like I feel like that's just if you're going into college or in your freshman year of college, or if you're struggling to make friends in college, like you're gonna get hit with all these curveballs. Like it's nothing in life is ever gonna turn out the way you want it to. That's just the fact. No matter what, like there's always gonna be something. There's always gonna be someone. Oh, like I'm gonna trip over something and embarrass myself. Oh, like something happened. Like I'm gonna be late to this, and it's gonna completely alter that.
Mhm.
Like there's so many things that are gonna happen to you, but like it's gonna work out. Like you just have to like you can't lose confidence, and you also like you just have to like as you said, be patient. Like
Yeah.
confidence and patience is like the biggest thing.
Yes. That's true. Also, a good point is like college is totally a curveball. Like you cannot go in with expectations.
You
like
can't.
like any. You can't go in with bad expectations. You can't go in with like super good expectations because I came in here honestly, I think I just had like expectations of normal like big colleges. Like, oh, there's going to be big events and like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to make so many friends and blah blah blah, but like it never turns out the way that you think it will.
Absolutely.
It always turns out in a way that you couldn't have ever thought it would have. So, you just have to go in with no expectations and just be ready to like be by yourself until you find, your people because I mean, in reality, everybody's going into college alone and no one unless you go to college with like your friends from high school, no one's going in with like a friend group and everybody's as nervous as you are wanting to make friends and be popular and whatever. But eventually all of that settles down and people make their own friends and even if you see like I used to get so overwhelmed like oh my god everyone's making all these friends around me and I'm like sitting in the back watching like I'm all by myself. Oh my gosh, eventually all that settles down and like none of it matters and maybe the people who were best friends 2 weeks in don't even talk like 2 months later. So eventually things work out the way they will. Like here's a quick story actually. Going into my team like I was so worried about like having like good friends, best friends, whatever. And you always make friends with the people you never ever thought you'd be friends with. I swear. You know how Miley comes on the show once in a while and her and I hang out a lot now. We're super close. Like we barely hi Kevin.
Kevin again.
Kevin interrupting the show again. Anyway, Miley and I just never talked. We had never said a word to each other.
Before the show?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the fall right now.
Okay.
So we go in for preseason and even in season, Miley and I, like, now that I think about it, we never even said a word to one another for like like 2 months. Like we never knew each other for 2 months. Isn't that weird? Like being on a team, like I feel like I never really hung out with her 'cause she was a senior.
Yeah.
So I never really talked to her that much, and I never thought to talk to her. 2 months later, like I think I reached out to her one time. Like I was like, "Oh, I miss being at home. Can I talk to you?" Because she was a senior. She's like, "Yeah, it's fine." And we sat in the gym like by ourselves, and I was just like crying to her. And I had never talked to her before. And she was like, "Yeah, it's super normal." I was like, "Do you get homesick?" She's from California. She's like, "No, not really." I was like, she's like, "But I get it. I get it." And then after that, like I would just see her at Starbucks once in a while. And then months later, we started like, "Oh, like want to work out together? Okay. Want to get Starbucks together? Sure. Let's do homework together." And it just like turned into like such a close friendship because we have so much in common. And I never, ever would have thought even of like hanging out with her because she's a senior. I'm a freshman. It was just like, oh, like be friends with the people in your grade first, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, there's another thing. Like you're gonna make friends that you wouldn't even think would be like your close friends.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. There's just like there's people too that like even in my current friend group that like I felt like, oh, I'm never like not even like that I wouldn't want to. I'm just like, oh, it's just not gonna happen because like we live on a different floor. He's not really into like we have like different interests, and then like for whatever reason like it just works. Like like I even said like called like one of my roommates today. Like I would never like I didn't know like we were gonna be this close because like we were both introvert. We're both kind of introverted people. I'm not gonna say the kid's name because I don't know. But
Okay.
like he knows I love him though. Like we're both kind of introverted people. So like and we both lived on different floors. So like it was like I don't know. And it just kind of I guess it just kind of worked out somehow. And like now he's like one of my closest friends.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. It's college is weird. It's a weird thing. But
Yeah, it's honestly like it's not what I expected at all. And I don't even know if I feel college is just different for everyone.
It is,
because
like
small schools are totally different from big schools, you know? And community schools are different than four-year schools. So I feel like everybody talks about this college experience, like the best 4 years of your life, but it's different for everyone. I don't know. Maybe I'll experience more of like what I like in the next few years.
yeah, I was gonna say you still got 3 years left. Like,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
got
True. I'm
yeah.
like saying all this, and I'm literally a freshman.
But I mean, you have the most fresh. I mean, giving the freshman advice, you probably have more credibility to do that because you're living through it now. Like
Right.
you're what 3 weeks from finishing it up.
Yeah.
So you got it fresh in your mind, and you have obviously been successful in making a lot of friends. So like you have more credibility than most people right now because again you're in it, like you're living.
True. True. Very true.
Yeah.
It also blows my mind like how I mean, maybe not right now, but I'll say this in like 3 weeks, how fast it goes by. Just I think when I was in it, and even right now, it's going by really slow because I just want summer. But when I actually think about it being here for preseason, August 7th, I'm like, how was I here August 7th? That feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, speaking on it too, August 26th, 2018.
August 26th.
That was my first day of freshman. That's when
Oh wow!
That was the day I moved.
I always think 2018 is like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it feels like this. It feels like I just moved in for the first time and I was crying, like walking back, and saying bye to my parents. Like that feels like last week. And now, like, it's not gonna hit me now, but like
I feel like time only goes by faster now when
it
you
does.
get older.
It does because like I don't know why it does. People say time flies when you're having fun. I haven't had fun every single day, so I don't know how true that is.
I feel like once you leave high school, it's just like a high speed roller coaster. It's like boom, like there's no way I'm in college right now. I'm literally having a mental crisis.
Yeah.
I feel like I was just in 8th grade.
Yeah,
like 2 years ago.
I remember I didn't even know how to tie my own shoes, and now it's just like I'm here. Like we're both here. Like
I know it is crazy. But you know, I think also another important thing is just learning how to enjoy college too. Even if you're like me and you don't like where you are and you can't change it like right now, Like, you can't do anything about it right now besides plan your future. You just have to find ways to enjoy it, because living in the past and living in the future while you're in the present is just, it's only going to make for like, you just to feel like, ugh, all the time.
Yeah.
Like when I was always just looking back at old pictures and looking back at people that were at my dream school, I would just get so like sad and not in my present. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
And
got.
just wishing I was somewhere else all the time.
I mean, every once in a while, it's good to like reminisce and like old pictures and stuff like that. Like
Right.
I have
Yeah.
like I
Nothing
have
wrong
like,
with that.
but like looking back on it, like saying, "Oh, I wish I was there instead of
Mhm.
here." Like that's where it starts to become a little bit of a problem, because like then you can't reminisce all the time. You'll just be living in sadness the whole time.
Right, right. And in order for you to actually really enjoy where you are, even if you think it's the worst place in the world, in order for you to enjoy, you have to get out of bed. You have to do something. Like for me, every day, even though I don't want to, I get up every morning, I make my bed, and I leave the room. And I spend all day on campus. And I don't go back to my dorm unless I need like a sweatshirt or food or something. Because if I go back to my dorm, I'm just going to lay in bed all day and I'm just going to feel crappy. But when I'm on campus, it's like, okay, I can go to the gym if I want. I can go back to Starbucks to study. Oh, I can go to the library. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the dining hall is right there. Like when you're on campus, like it forces you to be a living person, moving, interacting. You know what I mean?
I wish I had that energy, I guess, throughout the 4 years, because like I'd always go back. I mean, for early on, like I'd always force myself to go to the library because I wanted to be a good student and I want to get work done. But I wish I was like, I wish I had that. Like, I want to be on campus because it gives me options. I want to interact with other people.
Mm-hmm.
I never had that, so I envy that. It's good
Yeah.
that you have that.
Thanks. Even though it's hard here, but it's like, again, if you just put yourself in that one place that you're at all the time, like you're bound to run into the same people. And if those people are friendly, hey, make a friend.
Yeah, go for it.
There you go.
Worst thing that happens is that they say no.
Exactly. And that's not even bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's redirection,
Yeah,
not rejection. I've learned that too.
Yeah, like you if someone says no to you, it's not like, oh, I get worse. Like you're just back to square. Like you're not gonna go to square zero ever. Like you're gonna be at square one. If you try to go from square one to square two, then they say no. Like you just keep moving up. Like you're
also, who says no? Like if they say no, they're just weird.
Yeah, they're extra. Like I used to consider myself an introvert, not anymore. But like that's just extra introverted. Like that's crazy. Like
that just means they're weird. If you say like like, hey, like, what's up? What's your name? And they're just like, no.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
okay,
never
mind.
I guess you're having a bad day.
They're just
like,
weird. Yeah. But anyway, that's my spiel of advice. Oh, thanks to the one person watching. I swear the like goes up to like 1 like and then goes back to 0.
How are you gonna unlike a video? Like, come on.
I think it might be my vision. I don't know.
No, if the people do, you can do that. People unlike stuff. It's like, how do you like? Why?
Yeah.
Like you like it. You live with it. Live with the decision that you made.
If Kevin doesn't like this video, I'll actually beat him up.
Yeah. I'm sure Kevin will do it though. Kevin's a good guy.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, once in a while I get a free cake pop, so.
Yeah, I don't know if you should be saying that on the air, but
for my birthday.
For your birthday. How was your birthday too?
It was great. It was great. I was here all day and it was a really nice day out. It was like 70 and sunny, I think.
That's awesome. And
everybody was outside. I played spike ball, volleyball, ran around. Then I went to my music class. And oh yes, shout out to Casey and Kevin. They took me out for my birthday to Beachmont. I know, awesome. So nice of them. And they got me edible arrangements like chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh my god.
And they got me this Starbucks cup.
Oh, I love that. I was gonna say you usually have the plastic one. I like that.
Right? And this doesn't spill.
Yeah, so you can.
So they got me this one, and then they got me like a tall, like it's like a coral orange one, because they saw that I was like looking at both, and I was trying to decide, but then I just like gave up. So they got me both. I was like, wow,
Aw.
that's so nice. And then they bought me dinner too.
Oh my goodness.
I tried to give the waitress my card like under the table, and then she just called me out. She's like, "It's your birthday. What are you doing?" I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice here." But yes,
that's a great day.
see, those are good. That's an example, a true example of what good friends look like. Because I made those friends by going to Starbucks just to study every day.
Yeah, now
know?
you're close with them.
Like, that's what we deserve in this world. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you rarely meet like kind-hearted, genuinely good people nowadays. I swear. And besides you, Danny, don't worry.
Come
like,
on.
like Kevin and Casey, rare gems.
They are.
And everybody else has Starbucks.
Yeah.
But like, just that I've only been friends with them for like a month or so, and they took me out to dinner for my birthday, and they made my birthday feel special. That was so nice of them.
Yeah, like that's
Because in college, like I feel like sometimes like, or you don't know this. You said your birthday was on a break.
It's in the summer.
Sometimes like your birthday doesn't feel as special in college as it would if you're at home with your family.
That's like one of my friends. Like his birthday was over Easter weekend. So like everyone went home, and then it's just kind of just sitting there. It's like, dude, I'm sorry. Like that's, I love you, Jim. Don't worry, I know who you are. But
but yeah, and then we hung out back at my dorm, and then I had to take the train that night, so then I went home, and yeah, it was a good day.
It's a good day,
fulfilling, and I can say this. I did get a free Starbucks for my birthday. That was awesome.
That is you can say that is
like,
your birthday.
A free like venti, like espresso.
How big is a venti again? I don't know the sizes.
Like
so it's
the biggest. Well, Trenta is the biggest one, but no one gets that because it's huge. But venti is like
Venti's the big one. I know Grande is the small one, which is ironic.
Grande is like a medium, and then a tall is the smallest one.
That's so weird.
Isn't it so weird?
I don't know I'm not used to the Starbucks line. I tried to learn it.
I honestly don't understand it either. Like I didn't even go to Starbucks until I went to college. I never really had Starbucks until I showed up here, and I didn't even know the sizes. I was like, can you just get me like the smallest size that you guys have? Like one time I ordered a tall thinking it would be the tall one.
And then it was just
it was the little sippy cup. And I was like, wow, okay, this is great. But
I mean, what's it called? The only thing I get there is the what is it? The strawberry. I don't even know if I'm saying this right. The strawberry acai.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right or no?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. That's the only thing I get in that. But
really?
Yeah. Because I don't drink coffee. Hot chocolate's cool, but like
okay. Not all the time.
Not all. I can't have hot chocolate all the time, especially like now when it's like hot out. But yeah, I mean that's what I get, and I don't know. I feel like I wish I got it more.
Yeah. Well, I have some orders I can give you. My favorite thing right now, you don't drink coffee, but my favorite thing right now is the brown sugar oat milk shake and espresso. It's so good. But I'm cutting out coffee for good right now until the fall because it makes me so jittery like all the time. But yeah, I'll give you some good things to order that I've found this year. But
I'll have to give them a shot.
Basically, to wrap it up, college is your own path, your own journey, and you got to make it what it is. You can either make it really bad or you can make it be really good. And I turned what I thought would be like, honestly, what I thought would be one of like the worst years of my college life into one of the best, because now I'm going somewhere where I know I'll be happy, where I actually want to be, and somewhere where I could have never gotten in high school ever. So, yeah.
I feel like there's no better way to put it than the way you put it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Do you have any last minute advice as a senior?
I just slipped out.
4 years?
I just slipped out of the chair, so that's kind of not fun. But I would say this, kind of similar what you said, but it's really easy to like just choose to be like being happy to me is a choice. It's more than an emotion because it is very easy to just sit there and just accept the situation that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
It is up to you to like everyone's gonna go through the highs and lows and stuff like that, but it's up to you specifically as a person. I mean by you, I mean like whoever's watching, whoever. But it is up to you to make these decisions that will make you ultimately happy at the end of the day. It is up to you. Like, there's not going to be many situations where like you're going to get handed like an opportunity. Like, hey, there's 5 friends right there on a silver platter for you. You can pick one. Like, no, that's never going to happen. You have to go meet those. You have to go meet these people. Like you said, like, oh, I met my friends in Starbucks. Oh, I meet my friends at the basketball courts. Or, hey, I was in the gym. I was on the field. We were in the same class together. We did a group project. Now we're friends. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you have to choose to do these things. You can't just sit back and just wait for stuff to come to you.
Exactly.
That's kind of my biggest
comes to you in college.
Exactly. You have to go and get it. That's my biggest takeaway. Thank you.
That is perfect because like, you can't expect it to be like high school where like a group just forms around you. You know?
Exactly. Like it's harder. Like you have to like earn not given. You have to earn it. You have to go get it.
Exactly. That's a good point. And off of what you said, like choosing to be happy, like more than it just being emotion, I totally agree with you because I mean, obviously it's a little bit more complex than how we're explaining it, but you can ultimately choose to be happy if you really want to. It's not what happens to you, it's really how you react to it. And the worst things could happen to you in the world, and you could, like, obviously you feel the emotions that you feel when they happen to you, but in the end it's how you react and it's what you do about it and it's how you go from there. And maybe you're not happy like right now, but maybe you're gonna set things up for your life and do things that will eventually make you happy, you know, because it's up to you to make yourself feel happy. It's no one else's job, you know?
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
So yep, there's some
your life
quality advice. Yes. Quality Danny and Julia advice. Take it or leave it. If it doesn't apply to you, no problem. Join next week and maybe it will. So
right. Take care. Thanks for having me on again.
Thanks for watching the Julia Show. We are signing off.
Goodbye.
That was
good.